Working in Craven Arms was a challenge to us because it was a very different experience to lots of other places where we've worked, or at least we thought it might be a different experience. In fact, for us it was one of the most exciting places we've worked and probably one of the most successful projects that we've run as part of the Runga tour.
It felt like it could be fantastic and that everybody would go away and say that was fantastic and we loved it and when are we doing it again, can we have it next week, you know. And you thought, please let me be right, please let our belief not have been misplaced.
Something which is so familiar as your local streets, your local park, becomes somewhere that is fantastical or strange or something different. And what it also does through projects like this is you can actually get people to work together on something where they have never had anything to do with each other before.
Bringing Runga to Shropshire really gave us an opportunity to show young people that we're interested in creating events that reflect what they're into, because the culture they're into isn't just in Shropshire, it's worldwide, and that's what this show represented.
Well, we got involved in the Runga project because we all go to Craven Arms Girls Club, and usually we just like lay around here and do nothing, but we had like some people from Runga come down.
It was different, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And like it was something different to do, like instead of sitting on a skate park all day, and we like really got involved with it even though we weren't going to do it in the first place, and now we're like really glad that we did.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was really
we'd love
fun
to do it again. So
we like come like the day before one that to see the people that run the Runga, and we just didn't think that we'd fit in because
we
our costumes,
really didn't want to do it.
Our costumes were quite weird, but in the end it was just we saw other people like that were actually in the performance and we just fitted in so well, and it was so fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'd been around all day that day in the build-up. We'd had the cast here preparing for the procession with their makeup and costumes. They'd had supper here first, so we'd got to actually speak to some of the cast and get to know them. And then when they all reappeared dressed, we couldn't recognise some of them, they were so transformed. And then the public started arriving. You could feel the excitement building up because they spotted the elephant lurking in the corner of the field. And then as it gradually got darker and the fire people started the procession to get the elephant coming, some of the photographs that were captured captures that awe in their faces, especially the children, the wonderment that was happening. And it was great fun to be involved in that. Whole families were turning out and taking part in the procession, pushchairs and everything involved, and then just wandering down the streets. There was just that lovely atmosphere, and we've had lots of comments since that they felt that it had a real community atmosphere. One thing we noticed as a centre with the workshops was how quiet the children in particular were, because we've had lots of activity workshops in the past and it's always been quite noisy when we've got children, but they were so absorbed in what they were doing with the artists that we'd often forget they were still in the building for the couple of hours they were in. It was really good.
Wow, look at this. Oh, wonderful. Look. Oh, that's the one I said. That's it.
Anyone who'd been to the workshops, actually seeing the performers here and the professional guys doing what they did, I just think it was something out of this world. To be out and about late at night, walking down the street, seeing mad policemen on stilts and human Catherine wheels. For me, I just thought that sums it all up. I mean, yeah, professionals are brilliant, but just to see my community guys just participating in something like that.
See the policeman up the town. He waved me hand and I shaked his hand back to me. He held my hand tight and he said, "Thank you very much, Barbara." I said, "Bye-bye then. I'll see you again sometime." I didn't see no more.
It's brought up after school art club we do with Janice. That was a small group that was dying down, And through Runga and seeing, loads of wacky art stuff being made, children are like, oh, art stuff does happen at the community centre, so, they'll just pop along now and just come to the art club, or just children just walk in now and see what's happening in this weekend or during the half term. So, the door's always open and they know that now.
Yes, we were there and it was fantastic. It was really good night for the children. And we said as well, as a community, it was nice that it was here, because very often things like this happen in Ludlow. So it was nice that it happened in the Arms and our kids could get involved with it.
We had printed quite a lot of feedback cards, pointed them out to everybody and wanted people to fill them in then and there. And one of the questions was, how can we make it better? And so many people just went, you couldn't, impossible, was perfect. I think some of them said best thing ever in Craven Arms, or even just best thing I've ever seen.
Good a night we've had out, me and the missus, for a few years. It was lovely, yeah. So we couldn't fault it, and all the people we talked to, we never heard anybody fault it at all.
I thought it was absolutely wonderful, tremendous. I think for somewhere like Market Street and Craven Arms, because the procession came down Market Street, and I think for someone like Craven Arms that's been in the backwater for so long, and it's been an area which has been neglected for so long, and it's been somewhere which has not had much of a good name or a good reputation. It really lifted the whole town. It lifted all the residents. And for people to think, yes, this is really great. This is something that will put us on the map.
There's a lot of work that has been done throughout the country now that actually shows that by bringing people together to be creative, they then start to engage a lot more with particular issues within their community. So the arts, in a way, is a catalyst for change, for other things to happen.
We started off as a Walking for Health group, which we still sort of class ourselves as. We're not ramblers, we're shamblers. We talk, we amble, we shamble, we chat and laugh, and there's a few of us that are new to the community anyway, so we thought, well, why not get involved? This is why we're here, we want to do it, we've got the time. And we are a strong group and we all get on really well, but when Runga came to town, it helped us to integrate even more and to get involved even more into community life, which is what we want in as well.
What the Runga people were looking for was some local material, and what impressed me from the start was that concept that instead of merely bringing some exotic entertainment to the town, which would be welcome in its own right, but that they wanted to create an integrated product showing to the town what it was up to, and that it had things to take pride of place in.
This was one place where I felt refreshed by the work that we do because of the community we were working with. Everybody seemed incredibly positive and very generous with their time. There was huge numbers of people involved in it, and I didn't expect that of a small town. Although some people came up to me afterwards and said, I don't know what it was about, I don't know what it was for, but it was fantastic and it was here. And I thought that was marvellous, that people really felt that they'd participated in something special.
It's part of this major transformation of Craven Arms, and for the first time you could see people who'd come from Shrewsbury or Telford or Ludlow to experience something they wouldn't see in their hometown, and that must have been quite a shock to them, and a source of great pride for those of us who now take pride in Craven Arms' transformation.
A lot of different groups in Craven Arms who really appreciated the event.